Hello everyone, this is Faruk and you are at Rev Panda Live. Welcome to our podcast box here at Sigma Central Europe here in Rome, and we are at Rev Panda Group studio. Today I'm together with Ivan Shumilov, Regional Head of Sales for Asia at EvenBet Gaming. Ivan, it's great to have you with us. How is your day going so far?
Hi, so it's been a busy day. It's already third day of the expo, so we had a lot of business done already, and we are really looking forward to close this day with success, more leads, etc. How are you?
All good, all good. As you say, it is quite busy. Day one was a little bit hectic for us, like with logistics and so on, but now I think it is going very well. How is it for EvenBet Gaming? I was at your booth. You had a launch, a press conference, and many things going on. I think EvenBet spins came to life
Right,
here at the Expo, right?
right. We had press conference and a couple of press releases about our new product, even but spins, and this is really huge milestone for our product development.
Amazing, amazing. Ivan, I would like to talk about yourself a little bit and your journey in iGaming. So I'm really curious what brought to you to this industry.
Well, this industry is really dynamic. That's what caught me definitely. I started with fintech sales a while ago, and then I switched for iGaming vertical, but then SEO vertical. So I worked there for a while, and then I came to EvenBet Gaming, and this company is a great product and really impressive roadmap. Really impressed me, and I'm here already for 5 years and really enjoying my journey.
Wow, 5 years already. That's amazing. I'd like to ask about EvenBet Gaming because I believe most of our viewers already know about the company. You guys are in the market really long time, but also you are one of the fastest growing companies, in your own niche. So can you tell us about the company, the products that you have got, and maybe you can give us a short overview.
Yeah, sure. So EvenBet has great history and experience in iGaming. The company has started itself about more than 20 years ago as an outsourcing company, and then began to develop its own in-house poker software. So we started with small startups, and eventually we scaled up the whole business to being like poker software manufacturer, working now with more than 200 clients across the globe. So we're trying to really bring really good customer support to our clients, and also provide localized games for many markets across the globe: Latam, Central Europe, SAIS, and in Asia as well.
Yeah, I was waiting for Asia, definitely, as you're running, the
Yes.
company's activities over there. So do you see any differences like between, let's say, Latam and Asia when it comes to the player preferences and cultural aspects? How do you see that? Very briefly, maybe I can ask you.
Yeah, sure. So the difference could be seen really tiny, but eventually it comes down to the localization of the product, providing certain type of games to some markets. So Asia specifically is a huge market. Its population is almost half of the whole world population, and the players are very diverse, and they require really personal touch in every game, as well as support for our partners. So this is definitely makes sense. So we try and really provide localized experience for all the markets.
Yeah, that's very important. As you say, localization is the key right now in the global iGaming market. And talking about the global iGaming market, I want to ask you. So, Ivan, you know that we are witnessing tightening regulations. It is becoming more and more structured in many markets right now when it comes to iGaming itself. And also, it is super competitive. The acquisition costs are rising and also operations are getting, quite tough as well for many brands. So, how do you see right now the current state of global iGaming market?
Yeah, so as you say, regulations definitely changing the market a lot, and in many markets we see that competition has grown a lot. So, as I can say that what helps operators is to grow and compete in the regulated markets is having really diversified portfolio of the games. This is where EvenBet actually helps, because so many operators, they really stick to the sports betting and casino vertical, and not really having the focus on any other type of
Yeah.
games. So this is where EvenBet really helps to be unique on the market.
Yeah, I can see that. And also, you remember maybe those like wild, wild west times of iGaming, and now we are like more in a regulated era. And I was wondering, like, how do you see it? Like, is it an opportunity for iGaming operators actually that, we are being more and more regulated right now? So do you see this like as a kind of a challenge? So I really would like to learn from you your own opinion on that.
Yes, so regulations itself is a real challenge, and they're changing really quickly in the past few years across different markets. We've seen this in Asia, in the Philippines, and we're seeing really interesting changes in the United Emirates. And yeah, so this actually not easy for operators to adopt immediately, but making the market regulated, of course, opens a lot of opportunities for operators to bring some experience from different other markets. A lot of companies, they're actually entering Asian market. So they're getting in touch with players' behavior, and they apply different gamification options for these players. So it's also a new experience for a lot of them.
And as you focus in the poker niche, I can tell you that some companies, some people in our gaming, I would say they see it a little bit like a complex vertical, right? And also sometimes they say it is hard to operate, and revenues also might be like slightly smaller compared to some other verticals. So, do you think that poker is right now underestimated?
Well, it feels like that, but fortunately, it's changing to be, more in a positive way. So, of course, if we take a look on the market share in iGaming, we will see that poker niche takes under 10% of the whole market share, while the rest is taken by casino and betting. So, obviously, just taken by that, so many operators are very skeptical to poker, but if we deep dive in the poker structure, the game, and how it actually affects on the lifetime value of the players,
Yeah.
a lot of operators actually are impressed because poker games and card games provide one of the highest LTVs in the industries. So players can stick to the operation, the poker room, and play there for between 3 to 5 years if everything is doing really well.
I was checking the reports that you guys are publishing, and also you recently published a trend trend report, and I saw over there like the size of the poker's, let's say, place is about like 5 to 7% GGR globally, and looking at this size, it might be a little bit like smaller size, right? So why do you think that it is still strategically valuable for iGaming operators?
So that's what I like to speak about. So again, in a casino, there's a lot of cases when with really poor retention, or just because of the market specifics, players can stick to the online casino for about 7 days to 2 weeks, and then they can never come back. So operators should heavily invest on the retention tools and reactivation as well of the players, as well as bonus campaigns. While poker helps with that, because in the poker, again, online players, they can find the perfect poker room, they can stick to the poker room and play, gain higher rakeback commissions, and they really love it. They would never go to any other poker room, for example, because they have really good rakeback commission, and they will stay there. And they can, of course, always come back to the casino, play online slots, do some betting. So poker really adds the value to the online operation to just do a good cross-selling between all three verticals, for instance.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that many operators they actually have sports betting and they have got casinos and they are inserting poker over there because, as you say, it really helps with the retention. And it's more like a skill-based game. And another thing is, I would like to ask for those operators who are focusing mainly on poker vertical, what are the challenges that you see right now in the market for them?
So, as previously you told that the market share is smaller than casino and betting, obviously only poker-centric and poker-focused operators, they're having a lot of things to do to actually bring a lot of players, work on marketing and traffic acquisition across different geos. So they have a lot of things to work on. However, they have a lot of benefits from having poker vertical, again, in terms of LTV, gamifications, as well as they have opportunity to present their own brand as not really as a gambling operation, but also as the operation with game of skills in the first place, which is great because it provides them opportunity to be regulated on many markets, even more than just online casinos.
Yeah, and you were just saying that, repeating it again, poker is a skill-based game, right? It's not like you just sit down and do like spins and so on just by yourself. You actually play with other people, which brings us to community aspect here, right? So
Right.
poker is actually one of those like few verticals that we see that needs the community. And recently, maybe you can agree with me, like I see more and more like streamers are going into this direction in this vertical. There are a lot of influencers are right now placing themselves and their media in poker vertical. So how do you think that the social entertainment part of poker is actually helping the adoption of this vertical in iGaming industry right now?
Right. So influence marketing, like you say, is a huge thing in the poker as well. And actually, streamers and development of the streamers industry has helped to grow poker a lot since last decade. So a lot of players, they definitely being impressed by the skills of streamers, which are actually could be professional poker players in majority of the cases. So they really see how they play, how they win with using their high skill level, and it actually helps players to start playing poker, because a lot of players still they need to be educated how to play poker. So yeah, definitely. And as well as online streamers, they can also present land-based. So the poker is actually the bridge between online and land-based, because there is a huge base of live poker players as well as online players.
Absolutely. And we recently held a poker tournament in Riga and we invited lots of iGaming professionals and
Mhm.
it was so much fun. So people really like to sit at the table and they will play and they want to hide their cars. So it is really so much fun, not only playing the game, but also watching them
Yes.
how they do this. And talking about poker, the vertical itself, main operators, as we were talking, they do sports betting, they do casinos, and if they would like to insert poker into their set of verticals and they would like to operate with it, what benefits do you think that they will see? For instance, like a longer LTV, as you were saying, or maybe a better experience, diversification. How would you describe the benefits?
So one of the huge benefits of having poker vertical is definitely the social aspect, because in the first place, it's a multiplayer game. So it helps operators a lot with retention of the players. Players can actually come to the poker room, they can chat. We even have a feature of video chat, so players can actually see one another. This is just impossible without game verticals. So this touch really makes sense for the players to stick to the online casino operation or betting operation and stick to the community of this operation, because they feel like they can actually interact with the players, have fun, and be in a very friendly and healthy environment.
And poker has this difference when you compare with casino vertical and the sportsbook vertical. It is actually a long-term ROI, right? So it really shows the value of the player engagement and the long-term LTV. Are there any recommendations that you have on your mind that you can suggest iGaming operators who do not have poker in their vertical? So what would you suggest them how they can start, having poker and which steps they can take?
So from the side of iGaming, we really learned a lot about how to onboard our partners with a new web poker vertical. So from the ground up, we provide really good service, starting from the transparent API documentation and really good support in the integration process itself as well. And we also provide business consulting, so we can help with the understanding the traffic niceties of the certain operators, as well as we can adapt our product for different geos. So basically, the first step for the operators is to understand in which geos they operate, the poker is really well presented, or for instance, player bases they are more aware of the poker game. So actually, EvenBet also provides the consulting for that. We can help to understand what geos are the best and where is good to start with.
So I understand if they would like to insert and have the integration with the poker vertical, right, in their platform, you are providing them the expertise and guidance if they don't have no in-house experience, right?
Right. Yes. So of course, giant poker rooms and many big, really big partners of us, they have a dedicated team with the poker managers and anti-fraud team. But fortunately, with operators who are new to the poker vertical, EvenBet provides full service. We provide anti-fraud support. We provide the business consulting. We can help on the traffic side. We also help adapt our product for certain markets and help with the retention.
I had a conversation with Dimitri, the CEO at EvenBet Gaming, and I understand that this year has been the year of lots of product launches and a lot of tech innovation for you. And you just launched EvenBet Spins. I would like to talk about that one. What really inspired EvenBet Gaming to launch this new product?
So EvenBet Spins definitely feels more easier to play and easier to learn for the players, and they can start to learning how to play poker there. And later, if they really like it, and when they cut, they can actually start playing regular poker games and poker cash games.
Amazing. So it's like more spin and go type of format, right? And it is like easier. So after you play a long poker game, you can just relax and have some like excitement with the spin game, right? So that's kind of format. And I would like to ask you about the fit of this format in current iGaming industry, like the needs of the players and also the needs of the operators. So why do you think like this kind of fast-paced games are right now adopted in the market that much?
Yeah, so this niche is really important right now for us, and we're really happy that we have this product right now because in the time of the internet, and we also can see that the new generation B, they're coming to play as well, and they need to learn. We have this product right now. From our perspective, this is a perfect fit for newer players to actually let them learn poker with either method. And then once they like it, they can actually start playing longer sessions, maybe some poker tournaments, which can take between 1 hour and even longer. So it's way better they start with something simple, learn the game, and then play poker tournaments and more long games.
Ivan, my last question about poker. Why do you think it is the right time now to integrate poker into iGaming platforms?
So from my perspective right now is a good time to start with the poker vertical because the beginning of 2026 really promises changes in some regulations, and such product as a poker really can help operators with retention their players. So that's really good for them.
I see. And you mentioned about next year. So I actually want to ask you about the future trends that you see in 2026, especially when it comes to poker. So how do you see poker will be developing in the next year and later maybe?
So definitely new generations of players they require more fast games. So we are really working towards adapting our product to be really fast and easier to learn, as well as I really believe that AI optimization can help with poker product because it's really right now everywhere, and we see a lot of AI tools that help operation from the side of KYC stuff, as well as from the side of the optimization of the anti-fraud and many things. So AI definitely brings a lot of possibilities with the upcoming year.
Absolutely. So I'm very excited to see what's coming up. Already, I've been following you guys, and you are actually changing this space for the online poker players. So I'm super excited. And lastly, Ivan, if any of our listeners would like to follow your work, see your products, and get in touch with you, where is the best place?
It's the best place is definitely visit our website, check out our social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, and get in touch with our team as well as me, contacting via email or on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, you guys are super active on social media, on LinkedIn, so I would definitely recommend. And for sure, they can also check out the trend report that you recently published. So it is very exciting and it's packed with lots of information over there.
Yes, sure.
Ivan, thank you so much for allocating this time for us in your busy schedule here at Sigma Central Europe. It was really insightful speaking with you today.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank-
Appreciate it.
With Ivan Shumilov, we spoke about poker and the trends in this vertical and why it should be the next vertical that iGaming operators should adopt. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all at the next Rep on the Live session.